What is good, YouTube? My name is Ash Porter and welcome to my channel. Today's book vlog, this fiction book vlog, is this thing. To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. Now, I feel like I say this at the start of a lot of my videos when it comes to these like standalone books or new series. I have no clue. I know this is a famous book. This is like, I've got like the 50th anniversary edition with over 30 million copies sold. That is unbelievable, but I have no clue. I know it's set in the like deep south 1930s in America. I think there's a lot of race like relation stuff in here. I'm really excited. I have no clue. I know it's so highly rated. I think it's going to be a little bit different to what I've been reading recently, which is really good because it's always good to mix it up. And I'm just dead excited, you know. It's a small little, like, as in it feels quite small, but, you know, just over 300 pages. I'm excited. I can't wait to get into this. So, I might as well just start, right? I may be being stupid, right? But so far, I'm having such a hard time trying to keep up with who the heck is who in this book. Like, who is Jem? Who's Atticus? I understand a little bit about the Radley house, but I'm just like, whose perspective is it written from as well? It's like, I don't know if I am being stupid, but it's kind of tripping me out a little bit. This Miss Caroline teacher person sounds like a bit of a pagan man. Your boy Scout, I think that's what his name is clearly clever, and she's trying to put him down and that. It's not on, is it? It's just not on. What's also hilarious is that this is all being written, or I think it is, from the perspective of like a 5-year-old. And so, I mean, he writes so well and is so smart, but it's hilarious thinking this is written from a 5-year-old. That's so bad of me. I totally assumed that Scout was a little lad, but it turns out they're a little girl. What a lass. So, I'm enjoying this book, but I'm yet to really see where it's going. Like, we have obviously this geezer in the house that they're trying to see. Did they nearly get shot, or was he playing with them when they tried to go over that night? I'm not really sure, but it's just snowed, which is quite cute because they've never seen snow before and they thought the world was ending. But where is this story going? Okay, the story is finally going somewhere now, or at least it feels like it is. Atticus is now going to be the defending lawyer for a black man, and that has caused absolute chaos within the community, within the town, within the county. You know, they're really, Scout and Jem are really taking stick for it. I mean, Scout just got into a fight with like a cousin, absolutely knocked the crap out of him. And it's really interesting, but what I want to know is, okay, this feels like it's the start of the bigger story, but we've basically spent nearly 100 pages focusing on the Radley family and Boo Radley in this house, and how are they going to be connected to this story of Atticus defending this black man? I'm interested to see. Atticus just seems like an absolute baller. Like, what a great guy. He just seems so wise and so caring, like, and what he's teaching Scout and Jem and how to live. And, you know, this old lady who died and made Jem go and read for her, and the fact that she like was so horrible and mean to them, yet he was still like, be nice to her, love her, look after her. She was a great person. Oh, Atticus, man, he's a G. I'm absolutely loving these chapters within the courthouse and the scene, and seeing Atticus in the zone. And right now, it seems like Atticus has got the advantage. He's just kind of caught out maybe the girl's dad, that he might have beaten her, and tried to pass the blame, and by showing that he's left-handed and stuff. And it's really amazing. But we've still got like over 100 pages. And I'm just so worried something has got to go wrong at some point. Like, you know, I know it's not modern writing, but there's got to be a point where something bad happens. It can't all go Atticus's way. Oh, it's so intense. You know what's really weird about these books is that they're obviously written from Scout's perspective, but half the time it feels like you're there in the moment, like it's been written there and then. But equally, it's very much this is the story that's happened, like her telling the story from the future. And it, with that combination, you get some really interesting insights into, like, the fact here she's calling this Raymond guy, this guy that they really don't like, Mr. Raymond, like an evil person, and saying he's bad. But then she must know, if she's writing in the future, that he's probably not a bad guy. He just pretends to be, so people leave him alone. It's cool. It's like a cool way of writing, but it can also be a bit trippy at times. It's just heartbreaking, isn't it? Stories like this. Just don't really know what to say. I'm just gutted. I guess what's great about this book as well is, like, even shows Atticus is flawed. He may have such amazing, strong views on racism and wanting to change that, but actually he still just makes a joke about how women can't be on the jury, and that's like a good thing. And so even Atticus, who's a legend, who seems like a hero, isn't perfect. Tom, why would you do that? Why would you do that to yourself? This story is so emotional. Like, it's really surprising me. Gosh. Jem and Scout just got attacked on the way back from the, like, pageant thing, and they just found Mr. O'Toole, or however you say it, dead under a tree with a knife in him. Was he trying to attack them and then someone saved them from him? Who's this mysterious guy in the corner of the room that saved Jem? This got intense. Just finished this beautiful little book, To Kill a Mockingbird. It's not that little. Wow, what an ending. And it all just links so nicely together. At the end of the day, this guy they'd been so keen to see in their early life, who, like, was like almost like a nightmare, a villain, a ghost, and he's the one who came and ended up saving them, so literally saving their lives from this geezer who tried to kill them. And it's just so sweet, isn't it? Like, and it's what a book. I'm literally, it's like lost for words. It's so full of heartbreak and trauma and, like, a broken society, and it shows, you know, again, like, I think any good story, the worst of humanity, but also, you know, the best. And I just think it's beautiful, you know, Atticus, a single dad, raising his son and his daughter, trying to help them to be good people that are different to their culture, who are, like, forward thinking, who don't just blend in with everyone else, but stand up for what's right. And what a beautiful, beautiful little story. So there it is, To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. It's been an absolute whirlwind of a book. Like, at first I thought it was a bit boring, I wasn't sure where it was going. You know, I liked the characters, I liked getting immersed into this world, but it really took a while. And then it really got going, and it just gripped me. You know, those court scenes were intense, they were heartbreaking. I was so involved, and actually I love how the book, you know, it takes place over a few years, and it's just a fantastic book. And I think some of the key things that I took away is it's almost like it's split into a sandwich, where you have the first half is about, well, actually the overall story is about, are you able to put yourself, like Atticus is teaching Scout, to put yourself in other people's shoes? Are you able to understand other people, see where they're coming from, what they've been through, who they are? And the first sort of third or maybe quarter is about Boo Radley and their inability to put themselves in his shoes. And then the middle section is all about Tom Robinson and just the whole black community, and are they able to start understanding, trying to relate the horrific situation for black people in America at that time. And then the final quarter is again about that finishing climax of unbelievable drama, where Boo Radley ends up saving them, and she's able to walk him home that night, stand on his doorstep and put herself into his shoes at last. It's understanding other people, and that's kind of the message, or at least that's what I've taken away from this book. I just absolutely loved it. I just think it was exceptional. I loved the journey. I loved Scout's perspective, like her childlike views on stuff. Yet, like I said, there's a maturity as well. So it almost feels like it's written 20 years in the future as she's reflecting back, but also could have been written in that moment at that time. It's just an absolutely outstanding book. I loved reading this and I cannot recommend it enough. If you have enjoyed watching this video, please consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel because it really helps me out. And if you've done that, thank you so much. I've been Ash Porter and I'll see you next time.